Will SMX become a $1,000 stock by this time next week, or is this a ticker which this week was his glory week? You should be locking your profits and walking away from. What's up, trend friends? Today, we're discussing SMX under three different lenses: the why, the what, the where. The why, we're going to be doing a callous breakdown as to what the hell is going on. The what, some stock analysis, the where, telling you guys where to get in and where to get out. So without further ado, hit the thumbs up button and now let's get to work. So what the hell is going on regarding SMX? Well, this is a ticker which about a week ago was trading at $3 a share. Okay, all right. $3. You're at three, not 300. 3. Now it has topped at a $500 level. So what the hell's going on here, right? What's really happening is the real question. Well, what we're seeing is one of the biggest short squeezes we've seen in a very long time. Right now, I want you guys to understand that this is not normal. All right, and why do I say that? I say that so you don't take what happened to SMX and apply it to every single other ticker, right? Because this is oftentimes what happens, right? Tickers like SMX are so misleading as to the reality of what actual trading looks like. Majority of the times when you get a company like SMX, just as fast as the pump comes, just as fast as the dump arrives. Okay? Majority of the times. I would even say 90% of the times, this is the reality. Okay? Now, some will argue 95% even. However, when we have a case like SMX, which defies the law, right, and just goes insane, goes nuts, goes bananas, you don't know, like, there's no logic that can be applied to this ticker, right? Therefore, there is no realistic prediction as to what can occur next. I'll tell you this, at $100, I thought it was overbought. At $300, I thought, okay, it topped out at $300. It went to $490, my friends. Nothing is off the table. Nothing is impossible at this point when it comes to SMX. Right? So I want you guys to understand that this has now become a historic play. It really has. And you know what's crazy, man? Because if you take a look at its price action, right? It's really done is it's gone ahead and it really just retested these August highs, right? August. I'm talking about this August, not August 10 years ago, this August, right? Just to show you guys how beaten down this ticker truly was, right? How much this ticker had been beaten down. Again, it did have 3 freaking reverse splits, right? So the lesson here is, listen, if you're looking at a ticker with a very small float, with a very small share count, okay? Nothing's off the table, but majority of the times, unfortunately, what happens is that just as fast as a move comes, just as fast as it goes away. But one thing that SMX had against all other tickers, which I said this from day one, right? I said it had a very low overhead supply. This is truly what makes this ticker be such a effective short squeeze, right? What is overhead supply? What overhead supply is let's say the given company has previously gone ahead and has announced dilution. Okay, they have had an offering. They've sold the rights to investors to go ahead and exercise shares or exercise contracts and warrants into shares. How does this work? Well, the company goes ahead and sells shares at a deficit of what the stock price is at right now. So let's say the SMX is trading at $350. SMX goes ahead and sells $3 million worth of shares at a price of $150. Now, oftentimes, after this news comes out, the stock gets destroyed. Rightfully so, right? Because why wouldn't it get destroyed? It would get destroyed because what's happening now is that there's additional shares being added to the markets at a discount, pretty much, right? And what is the market? So I always look at supply and demand, okay? When there's a limited supply and demand comes in, prices shoot up. When there's a limited amount of supply and when there's a limited amount of demand and the supply increases, prices go down, right? So what this does when there's no overhead supply, this means that they haven't previously sold any shares to people that are ready to exchange them into warrants. So there isn't this overhead supply, for lack of a better term, that is waiting to be injected into the markets to meet this incoming demand. So when we have a small amount of supply with no overhead supply, aka potential supply added to this supply, and we have demand coming in at the rate that SMX is seeing, we get a massive short squeeze. Okay? That's what you're really looking at. Now, this is the problem. Is that yes, the overhead supply right now is low, but so is the company's cash. The company has less than, I believe, if you go through their SEC filings, maybe do I have it right now? Is this for them? No, that's not for them. That's a different company. I didn't update it, but the company has very limited amount of short. The company has a very limited amount of cash. They have about, I think, less than a month of cash or something like that left. So the company has less than a month of cash. So what is likely that's going to happen? Well, they're going to add to this overhead supply. Now, when they come up with the news that they're adding to this overhead supply, you're going to see a deadly crash, a crash that you've never seen before. I'm worried that this is going to happen in the after hours today. I'm worried. Friday afternoon, I'm worried that this is going to happen, right? But if this doesn't happen Friday, if this doesn't happen come Monday, we could be retesting $500. And honestly, guys, I'm going to say it, potentially, man, listen, maybe we'll see, $700. Maybe we'll even see test of $1,000, right? Like, nothing is off the table at this point. If they don't come out and announce dilution and they don't add to this low overhead supply, aka their supply stays limited like it is right now, the demand is going to be there Monday. Okay? And we could be seeing, $600 to $700 to maybe even potentially $1,000 from this ticker, right? So a lot of people have been telling me, oh, Sam, would you short this? Bro, I would not. Are you crazy, bro? Are you insane? Are you insane? No. You know what's funny, man? Let's see if I can find it. It's gonna be too hard to find it in chat. But someone was asking me about shorting this when it was at, I think it was at like $20 or something like that. It was maybe even low. It was, I think, maybe $17, $18 or something like that. Imagine you shorted this at $18 and it went to $400. Dude, you're cooked. It's over for you. It's over. Do you understand? Your portfolio is gone. Poof, just like that. So, no, do not short this. Whatever you do, do not fucking short this. Okay? It just doesn't make sense to short it. All right? It's too risky. It's way too risky as a short. And that's it. Okay, now, another way to trade this, I think, is to day trade it, right? Like we day traded this a bunch of times today. It was really good. Okay, day trading this paid off really well in our community. And, we had a bunch of people make a lot of money from it, okay? Now, if you guys want to trade alongside me every single day and get access to stocks that are like TGL or are like, kind of slipped up there, are like SMX, spoiler alert, I believe that TGL has potential to be the next SMX, okay? I'm making a video on that soon. Hit the subscribe button so when I make that TGL video, you're going to get alerted, okay? But when you take a look at SMX, right, if you want to find out the next SMX, check out our private community, okay? Check out our private community. So we already have over 400 members. We give you access to day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, lessons, one-on-one access, everything like that. And right now we have the biggest sale we've ever had. The next 10 members that join, they get access to it for a 50% discount, okay? Give it a shot. And it's our holiday sale, all right? Once again, next 10 members, 50% discount. And we're the only community that offers a 2 weeks free trial and a 30 days money back guarantee. Again, we give you everything. This is what our alerts look like. Okay? This is just the swing alerts. We give it an entry, we give it an exit, we give it a stop loss, we give it a stop loss, we give it a target. We also tell you how many shares to buy in your portfolio. So how do we do so? So all the share size, which we tell you guys, is in a 10K account, $10,000 account sizing. Okay, so we say 200 shares. That means if you have a 300K, if you have a 30K account, you buy 600 shares, whatever. CMBM, right? This is just a couple of days ago. CMBM, Tuesday 2nd, we said buy from 160 to 140, sell from 175 to 195. Let's take a look at CMBM. It's at 188 and today it went to 215. This morning it went to 215. Came into our entry, 160 range, went to 215. Beautiful, right? That's it. It's that simple. You follow what we say, you make money. All right, 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. And there's a reason we have over 400 plus members coming back month after month. Literally today, all he says, cheers, Sam. Patience is key. More to come. $313 today. Great call purchases on QC, $39. Small wins, big wins, you name them, we got them. $189 or 189 pounds, British pounds. Great single trade, $860. Beautiful. Kyle says, had a holiday break and literally spent most of the time with you guys. Appreciate all the mentors take their time to trade with us. But honestly, I made way more fun I've had way more fun trading with you guys than alone, enjoying each day with a group. 2026 goals, 10K per month. past 5 days, 3.4K. SPRC, we made a killing on that. Only grabbed 25 shares as I was elsewhere today. Thanks for shares. This is yesterday now, $27. So we have big gains, small gains, pretty good climb after getting the hang of things. Plus the market helps. Thanks, that's Sam. These are the other mentors. Look at this. This is in 1 month. My bags are full this week. Big B's that thanks for the assist. 2.3K past week. $240 off of a single trade. We've been crushing it, man, day in, day out. Weepo Man says 7 trial days down, 7 to go. Open a new broker account to track this Discord's alerts. And if this keeps up, I'm going to become a paid member. Thank you. At Sam. These are the mentors again. Past week, about $8,000 or $6,000. I can't tell how much that is, but Samantha Travel says, first day here, feel stupid for not having joined sooner. 50%. Thank you, Sammy and the crew. Great trades all around. Account getting ready for me to start dabbling into options. These are just from day trade. 1,600 past 5 days. Give it a shot, man. Give it a shot. You know, I could go through all these freaking, posts of everyone saying 5 days into the 14 days free. I could read them all day, but just give it a shot. 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. Next 10 members, 50% discount. Nobody else is doing a 2 weeks free trial with a 30 days money back guarantee. You know why? Anyone that does a free trial, they're just hoping and praying that you forget that you signed up, your money goes through, right? Your card payment gets, deducted, and they're like, gotcha, that's it. That's not how we operate. That's why we want to give you a free trial so you don't pay. Then after you pay, 30 days free trial, 30 days paid money back guarantee. So you have how many is that? Like 45 days or some shit like that for you guys to decide whether or not you even want to come back or not, right? Give it a shot. The link is in the comment section in the description, man. I appreciate you guys all. Thanks for watching. Your boy Sam from Top Academy.